Hello YouTube, and as we've all been waiting for, today's review is of Grimlock. As you can see, this is a very, very, very nice dino mode. But a disclaimer, these feet are not what come with it, these sad pieces are. So as you can see, on the new one, he's got longer toes with a back foot instead of 2 back toes and 2 front feet, and it's really stubby. So let me just show you a comparison. You can see the difference and see how much height that pin goes up and how much taller. So imagine Grimlock being like that short. About that short. So they add about that much down. So these will be featured more in the Perfect Effect video after the next video, which is the combined mode. So, basically the only difference that this makes is how the combined mode goes, but I can still do the old combined mode in the next video without these feet. But the only difference would be if you took his prime armor and just stuck it in like that, okay, and made his arms really tiny. So, how I've fixed that is I've taken these Lego Technic pieces and I've put these in. And now those can go in, so it looks like it's no different. And I'll show these off more in a second. And then one other thing that it changes is his robot mode hip pieces. And it just makes them longer and adds an extra joint here for the Perfect Effect combined mode. But I'll get more detailed in that in the video on Saturday. So that's all you're going to see of these, because that's all that they basically did. And the only other difference is that you take these screws out, take his fist out, and put in the new ones. So that's all you need to know about these, because that's all there is to know. So let me set these back up here. Alright. But it does make Grimlock look a lot better in Dino mode, and no, I did not want to go to the trouble of unscrewing everything, because I was afraid I was going to mess something up. But just imagine Grimlock a little bit shorter, and here, as you can see right here, these ones are longer hip pieces, and it just adds this little joint right here. So imagine these red pieces being inside here. So it just makes his tail a little bit more stubby, and his feet a little bit more lower. But I didn't want to show you that, because that was just absolutely awful the way he looked before. And the color matching they did on it is amazing, because you can't really even tell a difference in color. So, there's the underside. This is Robo Mode chest. And a very accurate representation of Grimlock. Alright, so what? Hang on just a second, I forgot to get something for the review. Alright, I'm back. I got that piece that I needed that I forgot. It's an accessory, but it's mainly for combined mode. But it's still an accessory, and I want to show it off because he doesn't come with very much besides himself. Alright. So, for Dino mode articulation, his head can go all the way down, go all the way up. He has an opening mouth and go that far with these nice teeth. His arms are on a ball joint, can do a full 360 around and up and down. And these legs are his robot mode arms, so they can go out that far, back that far, on a double hinge this way because of the new hinges that are added. You couldn't do that on the old figure. And then this is for combined mode and arm bend, and it can go all the way forward like that. Okay. So you can get them in the wide stances. Hang on, let me get that for you. The standing roaring poses, which I think that's neat. Get them situated back here with this one last pin. And one piece right here. And then his tail can go up and down on his knee bend. And we put this one foot back here. Everything's coming undone now. Hang on. Alright, got it. So I'm just going to sit this one piece back here. This one piece up here. Because now you can have the roaring pose. Alright. Let me stand him all back up over here and close his mouth. And as I said, I've done custom fire parts for all the Dinobots, and he usually stood like this. But I'm going to keep his tail up because that's how a T-Rex walks. Because they didn't know that whenever they first discovered the T-Rex. Alright. So for his fire accessory, it comes with these 2 fire pieces that I found from a mini-con from Robots in the Skies. And this Lego Technic piece. So what I've done is it had 4 of these little bits, but I cut those off because it wouldn't fit in his mouth. So what you do here is you put these pieces in right here, and they'll just fit in. And the way I cut it, I didn't try to do this on purpose, but these 2 align perfectly. As you can see, they just align so well, which is good for me. And you just get them like that, and you can have them out here any way you want. Alright. And then you open up his mouth, and then it's got these little rivets right here. And you just want to get it in there. Get it in there. Well, hang on. Alright, there we go. I got it in his mouth. And you can see it looks really neat. So, if I bring his head up like this, and bring it down on that one hinge for the fire breathing pose, then there you go. Alright. And it doesn't limit his head articulation, you just gotta keep his mouth closed or it'll fall out. Sorry. So there's Grimlock. Let me take that fire piece out. Alright. And as I said, you can put these on his sides if you have those Lego Technic pieces. But if you don't have the upgrade kit, then you've not taken your figure apart, which means that you can still use those without those 2 pieces. Okay. So, to transform him, it's basically kind of like the original toy, except the only difference is that, right here, his tail is upside down from the G1 toy, to where this detail and that would fold up backwards and fill up this space. And then his tail would stick out on the side flaps, but I'm kind of glad that they changed it, because it made it look a lot better. So, to start transforming him, what you're going to do is take his tail piece, flip it up, and one will tab in, and one will tab in. Then, you need to stand him up, like he's on his tail. You raise the camera up, so you can see. Then you want to split the chest open. Bring his arms up a little bit, and then bring these back. And then pull this section out, bring it forward, and up, and around on a double hinge. That's for combine mode. Combine mode will be in the next video. And then bring his arms down. Split his legs, because he's getting tall. And see, it just makes his hips a little bit longer. Because, let me get out one of his hips. Here. This is his original hip. And this hip goes on this side. So you can see a difference in how long this hip is. So it just makes him taller. Because he was a really short figure. And now we have a walking T-Rex head man. And so for the back, what you need to do is make sure his arms are positioned the right way. Bring them down. Open it back up. And then you're going to bring his head back on this hinge. There's going to be a tab right here. They're going to the slot right here. Tab it in. Bring his head up. Or you can lay it down, I guess, if you want to. And position his shoulder panels out. What I like to do if he's just standing is there's that little groove notch right there. I like to put it in there. Alright. Bring these out. And then open up his fists, which are on a nice ratchet joint now. And not a pain in the butt to get out like they were on the original. Elbows bend that way. And there you've got Grimlock. Very, very cool. Now, Grimlock only came with 3 accessories, which were his prime armor. And these also become his feet for combine mode. So what you want to do is put them in right here. And put them in right here. And now this guy can hold 3 Prime Masters at once. So I've got 3 Prime Masters. So, Liege Maximo. Actually, I'm going to put my Cronus in here because my Cronus doesn't like to stay anywhere else. And then you got to flip them upside down and put them in. Alright. And then Vector Prime is going to go upside down in here. And then this is for a combine mode feature, but you can open up his mouth and there's a tab in there. So all you have to do is just stick your Prime Master in there. And then there you go, he's in there. So he has the 3 Prime Masters power, which makes him very, very, very hard to defeat. And he also does come with the Enigma of Combination. Now, you're probably seen this before, and you're saying, why is it different? Well, I've cut the Titan Master Head Post off, because it had no purpose but to limit stuff. It had these really just really unreasonable square pieces sticking out like Mickey Mouse ears. So I cut those off, and now it looks circular. And that goes in his mouth for combine mode, which is the front of Volcanicus's chest plate. But I'll save that for later. And it is the size of a Prime Master. And then you can take in these. And just put them in there. Alright. So, now for a group shot. And there they all are together. So you can see Grimlock back there with Snarl and Swoop. And then we got Slash right here. And Sludge and Slag. Alright. Well, tomorrow's the big video that you've all been waiting for. The combination of all 6 Dinobots. And yes, I have a fan mode for Slash. Out of all the other ones that people have made, I finally found one that suits me that I came up with. Not the some that I saw. So that'll be in tomorrow's video, which is going to be Friday. And then on Saturday's video will be the Perfect Effect Upgrade Kit Combine Mode video. And speaking of which, here's a little bit of a teaser right here. Here you go. So we've got, oops, there goes the box. We've got PC23 right here. Perfect Combiner Upgrade Kits for Dinosaurs. And there's the upgraded Volcanicus right there, but we're not going to show that off right now. And then to replace the dimpy little feet that he came with, or some Perfect Effect Dinosaur feet with the new hands, which are all articulation. Just a little bit of a spoiler, because I know you guys have been waiting for that, if there's been any of you that's been watching these videos, which there's probably not. But oh well. I like doing it, and I'm going to show it off because I want to. So, anyway. Well, as always, this has been the Transformers Reviewer, saying goodbye for now. See you in the next video, and this one is going to be a good one. So until then, please like and subscribe and slap the bell for more videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.